Now, we are at that point where we are supposed now to learn about the rules that are supposed to be followed to the latter when we are dimensioning. Remember we said dimensioning is the road that takes us to engineering, and there is no guesswork. You have to be very, very particular, very precise, very accurate. So which are some of the rules that we are supposed to be following when we are doing dimensioning, boys and girls? Number one is that dimensioning should be done outside the diagram, outside the drawing, outside the diagram, outside the drawing. For example, if this is the figure you want to dimension, dimensioning should not be inside, should not be inside the diagram. The dimensioning should be outside the diagram. This is where you're supposed to dimension, not inside the drawing, outside. Rule number one. Rule number two, dimensioning lines should not cross each other, should not cross each other. Dimensioning line should not form an X. The only X that should exist in your life is your X. But in dimensioning, that is a no-go zone. Dimensioning lines should not cross each other. Let me show that. Perhaps you have a figure like this one. You have a figure like that one. Then you have a circle. Remember, I told you I don't have tools in the name of radius. And you want to show very well that's a radius, which is okay. But if there is another dimensioning line here, that means they have crossed. This one has crossed this one. They have formed an X in this particular area. They have crossed each other. That is very wrong. We are saying they should not cross each other. The other one, we say that dimensioning value, the dimensioning value should be above the horizontal dimensioning. Dimensioning value should be above the horizontal dimensioning. For instance, this is your figure here, and you have dimensioned it very well. You have dimensioned it very well. Here it is 10 centimeter above. But if you were to write 10 centimeter below, that is very wrong. The dimensioning value should be above the horizontal dimensioning. That is rule number 3. Rule number 4 is dimensioning value should be on the left of the vertical dimensioning. Vertical dimensioning on the left. Now it's more or less than like this one. Now we are talking about vertical dimensioning. Here it goes to vertical dimensioning, and we are saying if it is 5 centimeter should be on the left, not 5 centimeter on the right. If you write 5 centimeter on the right, let me use a different color. This is wrong, but this is right. This is wrong, but this is right. We are on the rules that are non-negotiable when we are talking about dimensioning. Then the other one, that is A, B, C, D. This is D. Then we have E is dimensioning value should be after the symbol. Dimensioning values should be after the symbol. For instance, for example, we have a radio dimensioning here in the name of diameter, for instance, and you won't say that this diameter. Remember, this is a symbol of diameter, as we shall talk about symbol. You cannot say it is 14 diameter. It should be diameter 14 after the symbol. After the symbol. Very right. Not before the symbol. After the symbol. Very right. Not before. We are on rules that dimensioning value 14 should be after the symbol. Dimensioning value which is 5 centimeters should be on the left of the vertical line. This vertical left should be above the horizontal. These are the rules that are used during dimensioning. But in the same breath, boys and girls, in the same breath, now that you know how dimensioning is done, can you dimension? Now that you know how dimensioning is done, you have the rules with you now. Can you dimension as your specific learning outcome requires you? Can you dimension? I'll have two diagrams. Perhaps there's a diagram that looks like this. I'm giving an example. Assuming there is a diagram that looks like this, and they have told you dimension line A and B. You take a ruler, listen, you take a ruler, you place that ruler here. Then you make sure that you have a line, you place that ruler there, continuous. And this is how you make sure that they're in line. That's how you dimension A. This is how you dimension A. But if you want B, you cannot come and dimension it here. Make sure that ruler extends down up to this point because they should be in one line. Come with it down here. And you dimension like this, then that is B. If they require you to measure, now you can measure here, and maybe this is 2 centimeters. You can measure here, and this is maybe 3 centimeters. You cannot dimension now here like this. This is here, this is down here, this is up here. No, that is wrong dimensioning. Even if it is on upper section, bring it down. Bring it down to be in the same line. Bring it down to be in the same line with the first one. That's how you dimension. That's how you do dimension. Now, for your work at home, you can even try to dimension this one. You can try to dimension this one. Try to dimension this one at home. Try to dimension this one at home. A, B. Dimension and measure. So the first thing, actually let us just do it. We have said, look at the one that is more elongated. So if I'm dimensioning here, I put a ruler here, put an extension line, Then that is dimension. This one, I'll not dimension it here. I'll make sure they're in the same line here. So I'll put a ruler here, place a ruler here, then dimension here, then dimension here. These two should be in the same line. It doesn't matter that this one is above, this one is below. Then you measure using a ruler from here to here. This is 3 centimeters. From here to here, this is 4 centimeters. And those are always free marks. Those are always free marks. I don't want to see people dimensioning now here. One is up here, one is down there. No, just make sure they're in the same line. Use a ruler to show and to dimension. Mr. Philip does not have a ruler right now. I'm just showing you how it's expected of you to dimension. In the same breath, we shall now be talking about symbols and phrases that are used to in dimensioning. In the name of, you have seen me use a symbol like this one, meaning diameter. You have seen me use a symbol like that one. In the next one, we shall be talking about those symbols. But until that time, it's the one and the only Mr. Felipe Esperosa de los Monteros from San Pedro de las Peñas. Peace and out. See you on the next. Don't miss. Ciao.